been quite a bit of movement lately with yachts owned by sanctioned Russians, which is interesting because they haven't moved in 3 years, some of them. Now we've got motor yacht Clio. We reported in January last year, 2024, episode 290, that the Russian Oleg Deripaska's yacht Clio had changed her flag state. Now later in 2024, the yacht, which is valued at around $60 million, changed her name from Clio to Altair. Well, last month the yacht changed flag states again, this time to the Cook Islands, in what we believe is an ownership change, which is always interesting when sanctions are involved, right? Because a sanctioned or a blocked vessel because of sanctions can't be sold to somebody in the West. If that person lives in Europe or in the US, they can't buy a yacht from a sanctioned Russian. Anyway, we had an unconfirmed report also that the former captain of Loon, Captain Clark, was involved in the brokerage of that yacht and was potentially going there to be captain. The report also said that after the crash with the tender, his involvement in that yacht ended. Like I said, it's unconfirmed. We've not been able to confirm that story. But is it possible that this is the new Loon purchased by the owner of the old yacht called Motor Yacht Loon? Other things happening. Motor Yacht Aurora has had a flag change and a name change. This vessel fled to Dubai at the outset of the war in Ukraine. It's been there ever since. Motor Yacht Aurora is owned by Andrei Molchanov. It's been laid up there for a few years. Malaysia is becoming a popular flag state for Russian yachts. The vessel also changed the name slightly to Aurora X, like Pacific changed to Pacific X. Now this is most likely because there was already a yacht with the name Aurora registered with that flag state, so they have to change the name. You can't have two yachts registered with the same state unless they have different city registrations. So that's probably the reason why the name change. Now, if we move over just a few meters from there on marine traffic, we can see a vessel called Madam Goo. There's interesting developments of this vessel. It's been laid up since 2022. If you look at the arrival date on the AIS there, it says 2022. This is when they fled Europe after the invasion of Ukraine. So this vessel's known for a blue hull. This is also believed to be the inspiration for a colour introduced by Porsche called Shark Blue on the 992 GT3. Andreas Preuninger, who heads the GT department of Porsche, said that he was on holiday when he saw this blue-hulled yacht and he liked the colour so much that he introduced it to the range. It's the only one that really matches the colour that Porsche introduced, called Shark Blue. Anyway, the yacht has been laid up in Dubai since 2022, as I said. The yacht was in a long-term berth and had generators shipped in onto the shoreside to connect to the vessel so they wouldn't have to run their onboard generators, so they could run on shore power. And they've had a minimum crew ever since. Well, in the last couple of days, the vessel's AIS came back online, first time in 3 years, which suggests the vessel is being prepared, to be brought back up to normal operating procedures, normal crew amounts, etc. So that's interesting. Some movements there. We'll keep you apprised of any changes. Thanks very much for watching this video. You've been watching a Superyacht News clip. If you'd like to see the full unedited Superyacht News video, you can click on the link over here. You can also find our channel links below here. And if you'd like to see more shorter videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to this channel.